Dear Diary, oh what a day. Daddy was late again from picking me up from band practice. My cello was getting absolutely soaked while I stood at the bus stop in the pouring rain, like I do every day. It's so weird how it rains every day. Life in England, I guess. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, while I was catching a cold, being absolutely drenched by the pouring of the fall water, a young man, actually he wasn't very young at all, he was actually quite old, it kind of creeped me out at first, but a middle-aged man stopped right by the curb in his sports car and asked to put my cello in his trunk. I hesitated, but ended up saying yes. Not only because I didn't want my cello to be ruined, but because I was interested in seeing his cello. Ha ha ha. Not necessarily, actually. Oh, my phone is going off. Just a second. You know, I've been in these situations before. These pedophiles and then a candy. But the funny thing is, this man did not offer me candy. All he did was offer for me to have a place to put my cello. So I put my guard down, got in the passenger seat, and we rode to my house. And that is where the legend began.
This movie was so good it fogged up my contacts. And Education, my third venture into my art house theater downtown. Man, I see good movies there. I saw Slumdog Millionaire there, 10 out of 10. I saw Moon there, 10 out of 10. And now I've seen Education there, 10 no, not quite a 10 out of 10. Dang it. You know, I'm so sorry I had to kill the streak, but you know what? An Education didn't kill the streak. You know what killed the streak? The ending to An Education. Yeah, looking at you, person that was working on Education was like, yes, but I have a good idea on how to improve the film. Let's make the ending suck. Seriously, the rest of this movie was so good, it made me want to crank that Soldier Boy. But the ending wasn't, I don't know, the ending wasn't all that bad, but it was kind of like, okay, that was cute. The ending felt like a different movie. It kind of muffled the message. But, you know, I'm getting too ahead of myself. Carey Mulligan, new actress. You know, I'm not going to go, you know, she deserves a nomination. I'm just going to go out and say she's going to win the dang thing, alright? Peter Sarsgaard, one of my favorite actors. He's a beast. Hopefully this movie will get him more leading roles. Although this isn't even necessarily a leading role, but it's the biggest role he's ever had, I believe. That guy's in such good movies. Shattered Glass, Garden State, other stuff. He really hasn't been in very much, but everything I see him in, I just love him in. He's such a beast. I love Peter Sarsgaard in this movie, but one actor that really gave an awesome performance is Alfred Molina. Holy crap, he also deserves a nomination. Those of you who do not know what this movie's about, it's in about 30 theaters, so, you know, I can't really blame you if you're unaware of the synopsis. A girl named Jenny is standing outside the road one day getting soaked in the rain. A handsome slick chap played by Cedric Gars. A handsome, slick chap played by Peter Sarsgaard drives up and says, "Put your cello in my trunk so I don't get wet." And there it begins. A very uncomfortable relationship. And there's really nothing else I can say. You know? Really nothing else I find the need to say, at least. The script is fantastic. The writing is so good for this movie. But the real awesomeness of this movie, the real killer factor, is the depth into the characters, especially, you know, Jenny. This movie is a deep study of this little girl, Jenny, and how her character changes throughout the movie, and, you know, what she learns. This movie's called An Education, and it's exactly that. Which explains why, you know, the last scene was kind of like, what? But, you know, regardless, it's a great movie. I really did love this movie. It really doesn't turn into something it's not like it could have been. It doesn't turn into, like, this, like, suspense thriller or something where he's gonna kill her. It's a deep, powerful movie. It really is. You know, there's lots of deep conversations about, you know, for the need of an education, if it's necessary, and what it's good for. Really looking forward to this movie because of Peter Sarsgaard and because of the hype, and it didn't disappoint me. This is one of my favorite movies of the year. It really is. Right now, I put it at number 4. I'm having trouble moving movies around, but right now it's at number 4. It's definitely worth seeking out, although it's hard. It's not very many theaters right now, but it's worth driving to a faraway distance. The interesting thing about this movie is, like I said, it's a relationship between a 16-year-old girl and, like, this man. Yeah, it's weird, but, like, there's real no creepiness there because it builds it up. You know, it well builds it up before they get, like, a mushy-gushy. And I wouldn't say it justifies it, but it almost makes you feel comfortable with it, because how well they build this character before anything like that happens. It's like you're not necessarily against him. It's kind of cool how this movie really has nothing to root for, because you have this girl making stupid decisions. Parts of the film where she's completely okay with saying that, you know, I don't need to even go to school anymore, I've been to Paris and all this stuff, and you don't agree with her, yet she just takes control of the screen. It's amazing. This girl's performance was killer! Bro, good job, knuckle bump, Carey Mulligan, woohoo, yeah, what? So yes, like I said, the ending did leave me a little unsatisfied. Other than that, you know, I loved this movie. I thought it was a great film. Like I said, seek it out. One of the best movies of the year. I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. It's not a 10 out of 10 for an obvious reason.